Can you imagine waking up every morning knowing that you are the master of your time, without having to answer to a boss, and with the possibility of generating income while doing what you are passionate about? It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But the truth is that this dream is closer than you think. Today I'm going to show you how to start a small business that will not only bring you success, but will also give you the financial freedom that so many people desire but few achieve. How many times have you been told that to be successful, you need a lot of capital or work yourself to the point of exhaustion? Well, let me tell you something. They are wrong. Yes, success is not easy, but it is not an impossible game either if you know how to start the right way. The key is to understand what type of business you can start, how to make it profitable from the beginning, and, most importantly, how to use it as a tool to gain that financial independence that allows you to live under your own rules. So, if you have ever dreamed of having your own business, but don't know where to start or are afraid of failing, this video is for you. Stay until the end, because what you will learn today may be the first step towards the life you have always wanted. Step 1. Define a business idea. Before starting a business, the most important thing is to have a clear idea. Not just any idea will work. It must be something you are passionate about, and that can also continue to work in the long term. Many entrepreneurs make the mistake of choosing an idea just because it seems profitable or is trendy. But if you are not passionate about what you do or do not have solid knowledge on the subject, it is very likely that when you face the first obstacles, you will lose motivation and end up abandoning the project. So, the first thing you need to do is ask yourself what problems you can solve. Think about those skills or passions you already have. Maybe you love cooking and could provide healthy meals for people who don't have time to cook. Or if you're tech-savvy, you could develop digital solutions for small businesses that need to adapt to the online world. The key is to find the balance between what you enjoy doing and what people are willing to pay for. Because when you do something you love, it's easier to stay focused and enthusiastic, especially in difficult times. It's not just about profitability. It's essential that the idea is something you identify with and feel comfortable working on day after day. You have to imagine yourself dealing with that business, solving problems, learning new things, and adapting to circumstances. But if you are passionate about what you do, it will be much easier to maintain consistency and discipline, which are the keys to transforming that idea you have in mind into a successful business that really offers you the financial freedom you seek. Step 2. Plan a strategy. Now that you have your idea nailed down, it's time to create a business plan. Many people underestimate the importance of a well-defined plan, but you'd be surprised how much a roadmap from the start can make a difference. You don't need a long document full of complicated words, but it should be clear enough to guide you through each step. Taking into account the idea developed in the previous point, you must now define the description of your business. What exactly are you going to offer and to whom? This is the heart of your plan. In other words, you must be clear about what your product or service is and who your customers will be. Next, you need to conduct a market analysis. You need to know your competition and how you are different from them. What do you offer that others don't? That's your competitive advantage, and it's what will make customers choose you over another company. The revenue model is another crucial point. How are you going to make money? Maybe it's through direct sales, or maybe through subscriptions or commissions. But you need to be clear about the mechanism that will allow you to generate income in the business. Added to this is the marketing strategy, that is, how you're going to reach your customers. You can use social media, digital marketing, collaborations, whatever works best for you, but it's essential to have an idea of how you are going to constantly make yourself known. Finally, you need to make your financial projections. Estimate how much money you will need to get started, how much you expect to earn, and how long you think it will take you to reach profitability. Not only will this plan guide you, but it will also be crucial if you ever need to present your business to potential investors or partners. The clearer your path is, the easier it will be to execute. If creating a business plan from scratch seems overwhelming, there are free templates you can use, such as those on the Canva or LivePlan platforms. If you find today's content interesting, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Let's continue. Step 3. Obtain the initial capital. One of the biggest challenges for entrepreneurs is getting the initial capital. However, the good news is that you don't need a fortune to start a business. In fact, Many successful businesses started with minimal investment, but what you do need is a clear strategy to manage money from the start. It's not just about getting funds, but knowing how to manage them efficiently so that your project grows. One of the most common options is to use your personal savings. If you have been saving money, this is the perfect time to invest in your idea. The good thing about using your own savings is that you don't have to go into debt or depend on third parties. However, it is important not to put your entire financial stability at risk. Start small, investing just enough to get started, and reinvest as your business generates income. If you don't have enough savings, another alternative is small loans. Nowadays, there are platforms like Kiva or Lending Club that offer loans to entrepreneurs with more affordable interest rates than those of traditional banks. This type of financing can give you the push you need to get started without getting into excessive debt. However, it is crucial that you take into account your credit history. Taking care of your history is essential, since it reflects your ability to pay and financial responsibility. If you have a good history, it will be easier to get loans at favorable rates, which could be a great advantage when it comes to growing your business. On the other hand, if your history is blemished, you could face difficulties in obtaining financing or, in the worst case, end up paying much higher interest rates than necessary. Crowdfunding is also an interesting option if you have an innovative product or idea that could generate interest in the market. Platforms like Kickstarter or Indiegogo allow you to present your project to the public, and people can fund it in exchange for rewards. It's a great way to validate your idea and raise capital without committing to loans. If your idea has the potential to generate large profits, another alternative is to turn to angel investors. These are individuals or groups that provide capital in exchange for a stake in your business, seeking significant returns over the long term. Whatever option you choose, the most important thing is to be realistic with the numbers. Work out exactly how much you need, avoid unnecessary expenses, and control costs from the start to ensure long-term success. Step 4. Marketing to attract the first customers. You've got your idea, your plan, and the funding. Now comes the crucial moment, attracting your first customers. This step is essential because if you fail to attract those first interested parties, everything you've built can fall apart. So, how do you do it? Marketing isn't just about throwing ads around and hoping people will come to you. It's about understanding your audience and how you can communicate effectively with them. One of the most effective strategies today is social media marketing. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok allow you to create engaging content for free. You can offer advice related to your product, show the behind the scenes of your business, or even tell your personal story. Remember, on social media, authenticity is key. People want to connect with real people, so don't be afraid to show yourself as you are. Once you feel like you've garnered some attention, you can consider investing in paid advertising. After identifying which platforms work best for you, you can use tools like Facebook ads or Google ads to increase your reach. These platforms allow you to precisely target your customers, ensuring your message reaches the right people. Don't forget that your first customers can be your best promoters. If you offer a quality product or service, they're likely to tell their friends and family about you. Therefore, you should not underestimate the power of word of mouth, as personal recommendations are incredibly effective. Seeking out collaborations can also be a great way to reach new audiences. Collaborating with other businesses or influencers in your niche can help you tap into their following and attract more interest to your own brand. Remember, marketing is an investment in the future of your business. Rather than seeking quick sales, focus on building a strong brand, something your customers can relate to in the long run. While the initial goal is to get your first clients, it's also about creating a long-lasting relationship that benefits both them and you. Step 5. Optimize your business management. When your business is just starting to take off, it's easy to fall into the trap of wanting to do everything yourself. At first, it seems logical. No one knows your idea better than you, right? But the reality is that a successful business doesn't depend on one person doing everything. A truly efficient business is one that operates with well-structured systems. One of the first steps to managing your business well is to automate some tasks. There are plenty of tools that will help you get organized and save time. For example, using platforms like Trello or Asana to keep track of daily tasks is a great idea. When it comes to finances, tools like QuickBooks can make bookkeeping much easier, giving you more time to focus on growing your business. There will also come a point where you will need to delegate tasks. Don't try to be a superhero and do everything yourself. If your business is growing, you will need extra hands. Hiring freelancers or virtual assistants for specific tasks will allow you to focus on what really matters. Controlling expenses is another key factor. If you don't keep a detailed record of your income and expenses, unpleasant surprises will soon appear. It's important to keep an eye on every penny that comes in and goes out so you can make informed decisions. If things are going well, it's tempting to start making a quick profit, but the best thing you can do is reinvest in your business. Improving your product, investing in advertising, or expanding your team are all decisions that will help you continue to grow in the long term. So, even if it's hard, set aside a good portion of your income to reinvest and ensure that the business continues to move forward. Now, let's see some common mistakes to avoid. The path of entrepreneurship is not always as easy as it seems, since it is a world where mistakes are part of the process. Many entrepreneurs, especially when they are just starting out, fall into traps that can end up costing them not only time and money, but even the success of their business. One of the most common mistakes is a lack of focus. Sometimes the excitement of starting a business leads to wanting to take on too many things at once and offering several products or services at the same time without specializing in any one. It is best to focus on one thing and do it really well before thinking about expanding. Another common mistake is ignoring what your customers are telling you. Complaints or suggestions can often be taken personally, but in reality, they are the key to improvement. Listening to your customers allows you to tailor your product or service to their needs, which increases the chances of long-term success. It is also common for some entrepreneurs to not have an adequate financial cushion. When starting out, things may take longer than expected to take off, or unforeseen events may arise. If you do not have sufficient savings, this can become an insurmountable obstacle in difficult times. Finally, fear of risk is something that paralyzes many. It is natural to feel doubts or fear of failure, but entrepreneurship always entails certain risks. The important thing is that these risks are well calculated. That is, that you take the time to investigate, plan, and execute with caution. Only in this way can you minimize hard blows and be better prepared to face them. Creating a successful business that gives you financial freedom is no easy task, but with the right tools and mindset, it is entirely possible. Throughout this video, you've learned the key steps from defining a solid idea to planning, financing, attracting clients, and managing your business. Each of these steps is crucial, but true success lies in the execution. Financial freedom isn't just about having more money, it's about having more time and options. A well-structured business can be that vehicle that takes you to a life where you decide how much to work, where to work, and most importantly, how to live. Which of these tips do you find most useful for starting your own business? Let us know in the comments. If you liked today's video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next content. See you in the next video.